94.9 The Urge, Hatfield's home for rock.
I'm Willie the Kid, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Herbert West is at the top of his class in medical school.
How can you teach such drivel? These people are here to learn, and you're closing their minds before they even have a chance.
What happened?
It was dead when I found it.
You killed him.
I've conquered brain death.
It was dead. Herbert West has affected reanimation in dead animal tissue.
This is not magic, as you say. I am a scientist.
He's dead?
Not anymore.
And he's just made a discovery that could wake up the dead.
What are you thinking? How do you feel?
God, Herbert, you're actually...
No, it's just a weak solution. So I don't have to sleep, just to keep the brain sharp. Please.
cc's of reagent being administered.
Once you wake up the dead, you've got a real mess on your hands.
You'll never get credit for my discovery. Who's going to believe a talking head get a job in a sideshow?
H.P. Lovecraft's classic tale of horror, Re-Animator.
So what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the JEFFMAN316 Pop Culture Reporter channel. I'm your host, as always, JEFFMAN316, and it's time to watch a movie and talk bullshit. So it's Sunday night, 10 o'clock, and that means we're going to watch a movie, and this week's movie is The Re-Animator, the 1985 classic from Stuart Gordon. Stars Barbara Crampton is the only one that matters to me. So it looks like we already got some guys in the chat. Let me go ahead and get this thing going. Let's see who we got. So yeah, Rick was here. What's up, man? Appreciate you stopping by. And then Scott, I'd already answered. We're watching the 1985. What was in 2017? I don't remember. And then Doug had already chimed in. We're watching the original, and so did I. And then the Beyond Re-Animator came out a lot earlier than 2017. Hey, brother. Appreciate you, Cody, stopping by, Cody. And Scott says, let's go. And then a Major Reeves is here. Hey, appreciate you stopping by. Everybody drop a like on the video as you come in the door. Hey, I was funny today. I was reading something and I thought it was, I thought you guys would like it. So I found a website that archived all of the cool Joe Bob Briggs. If you guys watched The Last Drive-In and all the iterations of that show that he's had over the years, he did a review of Re-Animator and he gave it 4 stars. I guess, I don't know if I think he only goes up to 4 stars. But I'm going to read you his drive-in totals before we get this thing started because it's kind of cool. There's 27 dead bodies in this, 8 breasts. How many of them are Barbara Crampton's? 25 gallons of blood, 10 dead born again bodies, 1 dead attack cat. It says it has 3 lives. 22 zombies, a head smashing, cat smashing, flesh ripping, brain fondling, heads rolling, arms rolling, eyes rolling, bone saw foo, lobotomy foo, intestine foo. Drive-In Academy Award nominations for Jeffrey Combs as Dr. Herbert West, David Gale, Bruce Abbott, and Stuart Gordon. He didn't even mention in this little thing the only reason to really watch this fucking movie, and that's Barbara Crampton and her gorgeous breastises. So, saw you enjoyed Cocaine Bear. Yeah, I didn't, my phone screwed up on me. I couldn't get the little thing to upload, so I did it tonight. So yeah, I enjoyed Cocaine Bear yesterday. I'm cranky tonight. No new movies at my Dollar Tree. Yeah, I've only found a handful at each one of mine. So, but I'm not too cranky tonight. So I'm tired. Been doing a lot of work, and so I'm ready to watch a movie. What's up, DG? Howdy, howdy, howdy. We 2003 is Beyond, yeah. And then I've been pretty much describing it as exactly what it's supposed to be. I think that's what I said. It's exactly what I wanted to be and hoped it would be. It was just a lot of fun. So before, without further ado, let's go ahead and I'm going to crank up Re-Animator on Tubi here so we can get started, and then we can start talking about anything you guys want. So I'm going to get my app open, and to quote the great Jackie Gleason, away we go. I don't know if I already had to pass the commercials on mine. So I like how this movie just like gets right into things. No opening credits or anything. It's like them walking into that University of Zurich. I didn't any in my Dollar Tree either. Yeah, I think the main drop was like last month, and then people are finding them trickling in. Hey, Jeff, man, hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, I had a good weekend. Relaxed. Went to see Cocaine Bear. Trying to decide if I want to do a review on it. If I do, how do I just want to make it kind of short and sweet? Hey, you got a new phone and charger? Did we start this at 100% tonight? I had this lowered because I got a sign here, an on-air sign, real cheap off Amazon, but I think I'm going to mount it like right here. So I'm going to move it so I don't look kind of stupid here. Believe it or not, I've not seen this movie, and I'm an 80s horror buff. Yeah, I don't think Doug had seen it either. So shame on both of you. This is a classic. It's got classic gore, classic nudity, classic everything 80s that we like. And it starts off pretty good where you can kind of see what's going on here with him giving the reanimation agent. If you didn't catch it on my intro, wait a minute, this is pretty gross here, this beginning part. It reminds me of Scanners. Got some eye popping foo, as they said. Nasty. No 60, but I have fast charger. New Galaxy S23. Congrats to Doug, everybody. Let's give Doug a hand. He got a new charger. We won't have to worry about it. But then we won't have fun counting you down at the end to see if you make it to the end. Talk about this movie. I love the theme. I haven't read anything about it. It sounds like basically a complete ripoff of Psycho. Has anybody watched this enough to know? Which I don't give a shit. I like Psycho too, but Scott, how dare you missing some Charles Band Full Moon Gold? Yep, Doug texted me like we were talking. He watched it last night. Yep, I've already started it. I'm on the logo. I'm on the credits, man. So yeah, we can still ask Doug toward the end how much he's got on his charge. But I love like I said, I love the opening credits of this. So either this is a complete ripoff of Psycho, or they liked it so much they use some of the riffs in it. Re-Animator starring Barbara Crampton in the nude. Yeah, she's got at least 2 good parts in this that I know of. Is the character she plays at the beginning of Bride of the Re-Animator, but it's not her? I can't remember. We need to watch Bride of the Re-Animator next if everybody likes this, because I've seen this a couple times lately, but I haven't watched Bride of Re-Animator in quite a while. I remember the chick that's in there, Francesca Dinelli. She's pretty sexy. And then Kathleen Kinmont plays Gloria, the character, but I didn't remember if they actually had a character. Shit, I can't find it. There it is. Her Megan Halsey is who Barbara Crampton plays. I didn't know if they actually made another. I'm at the screen. Mine says produced by Brian Usna, and directed by Stuart Gorham, but obviously I'm streaming on the internet, so I'm a little bit probably behind you guys. What did I think of the Firefly Funhouse? I thought it was crazy. I mean, I liked it that it was on there, but I mean, it didn't make a whole lot of damn sense. So hopefully, in the coming weeks, I guess they're throwing him in there with Bobby Lashley. It'll make sense. Maddie, there she is. The lady of the evening is here. That didn't sound right. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. Our Lady of the live stream is back. Nice to see you. I'm used to the countdown. I know. I was enthusiastic about the having the Joe Bob Briggs totals there that I got distracted. But Maddie came in. Megan is on Peacock now. Yeah, I watched the unrated version of it. Last night actually, really late. Scott said, "Hey Maddie, welcome back." Yeah, we thought we scared you away. And then Cody, look at everybody welcoming Maddie back with open arms. So to me, what's this actor that plays the doctor here? The one Jeffrey Combs obviously is the main guy. Bruce Abbott to me is pretty vanilla character, almost like a boring Bruce Campbell type back then. I don't scare easy. That's good. We need you in here to referee these guys in here sometimes. How's the new job? Who you talking to? Yeah, I know that's what I was. That's sorry, I didn't mean to say it that way. You know, sometimes when you're live and shit comes out of your mouth, then you think about it. How's the new job? Who are you talking about? New job? Hear the rumor of who the voice was on Firefly Funhouse potential return. You talking about Eric Young? We thought we scared you talking about boobies. Yeah, remember she said she liked boobies. Still looking, just put in for a secretary position. Well, that's good. Good luck with that. Hey man, if you lived in this area, I'd hire you. We can't keep any good workers at our place. Okay, I thought that. I just wanted to make sure it was Maddie you were talking to. Yeah, so after that opening that's pretty ballsy of them burning that guy's eye out like scanner style, it takes a little bit of time to get this thing going. I love the opening scene though when Herbert meets the Dr. West. And I think we're going to be subjected to some male nudity in this, so hopefully it won't be too bad for everybody's eyes. But either way. So Maddie, have you seen Re-Animator? What do you think of it? Bummed that Sanity didn't get the push that they have on the main roster. Yeah, I don't know. Is Eric Young just going to work in the back? I've never been a huge fan of his work. Never seen Scanners. How old are you, Doug? No, I'm not making fun of you. Just like I find it hard to believe anybody that likes horror hasn't seen some of these movies we're talking about, which is the benefit of this. We need to look up and see if Scanners is on Tubi. Yeah, I think you're going to see some male parts in this. I know you see that naked dude that they hit the first time with some of the serum. It busts through the door. I know you see his naked ass running around. And that's Barbara Crampton's character's father there. Going to be 28. Okay. Well, that's probably why you hadn't seen a lot of this stuff. Well, it's good that we can, also old timers can recommend some stuff to you. I couldn't stand them on TNA. Speaking of TNA, I dug up something for you. And I don't know if I'm going to show it here, but we can talk about it later. What going on 29? 29 and holding. Hit the button too early. Well, at least I'm not twice as old as you. I love it. Jeffrey Combs done anything before this? I don't remember. Yeah, I'm 51. So Scott and I are the old timers up in here. But I love horror movies, so it don't matter how old you are to enjoy those. Sounds good. Just send me a message. Well, I'll show you what it is, and then I can show you some photos later. Remember I was talking to you, I was digging up some of that TNA stuff. Well, I finally did it. Well, what inspired me is I've got a pro wrestling crate that I opened. That I'll go ahead and spoil it for you guys. It had an autograph of Just Incredible from the original ECW, and I met him. And it was a long time ago. And so I dug up the photo that I took of him and I got his autograph and I put it in there, but it's hard to see. But I had an ECW magazine. I pulled the picture of him out and I get him to sign it. And I got RVD to sign the thing in the magazine, and I got Just Incredible. But that's me, my brother-in-law, with Just Incredible there from the original ECW, and I got him to sign that photo. I can't show too much blood, then my block. Wait a minute. Here comes. Did we get any? I don't remember. Oh, just some butt crack. RVD signed that. And then there's Francine. I met her the same night. And I don't have the picture of her that I signed in here, but this stuff's been in my storage for like 20 years, dude. That's true. Horror rules. Yeah, any horror's good at any age. Barbara Crampton is not in Brother Anime. She's replaced. That's what I thought. Yeah, and the bad part about it is Kathleen Kilmont doesn't do any nudity in Halloween 4, even though that scene just justified some nudity, and like I think a lot of people got mad, but then she's nude like in everything else she does. What happened to the other Doug that used to be on here? I don't know. There's another Doug that does message me quite a bit, but I don't know why he's not on the live streams. Yeah, Aldo Montoya. Yeah, I was telling the guys earlier. I posted a little short. Yeah, I saw Cocaine Bear yesterday, so I need to do a review, I guess. I don't want to do too long on one because it doesn't deserve it, but it's I'll just say this, it's worthy of seeing if you like a horror with some comedy in it. Yeah, it was pretty awesome. Yeah, boobies. So I'll just show you a quick glance, and I don't want to bore everybody, but what I used to do is I used to go to those ECW shows and those TNA shows. And if I went to one and I met somebody and took some photos, then I would go back to the show, the next one, and get them to sign the photo of me and that person. This one is I met the Blue Meanie and Jasmine St. Clair. Anybody remember her? Porn star. So I got them to sign that. But here's what I went to the Bound for Glory back in the day. And I basically got the roster to sign that. Everybody that was basically had a main match. And then, like I said, I would take photos at the shows I would go to, and then I would print them out, and then I would get them to sign it. So, like, I got these autographs in person. I got AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, and Christopher Daniels. And then basically everybody that was at those shows. I don't want to bore you guys, but I'll show you see if I can find a good picture of me and somebody. There's me with the Dudley Boys. So those shows were fun. And there's me and Jeff Hardy, the DUI master. So I won't bore you with the rest of them. Maybe I should do a video and put those in there. But Cody and I were talking about wrestling before. So once again, yeah, I did see Cocaine Bear. And Rick says hi to Maddie. Shit, I can't get the stuff to... You think Cody's going to win, or you think it's going to be a screw job? I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't let Roman get 1,000 days, and then maybe Cody wins it at Survivor Series. But I'm hoping that Cody wins. Cheeseburger's not bad. What are we talking about? I watched some bits and pieces of what is that? I don't know what that is. Yeah, Christopher Daniels is old, dude. He's probably like in his late 40s, if he ain't 50 already. He was in the original like TNA when it started, and so yeah, he's on there now, but I think he was with Kazarian, and then Kazarian just re-signed with Impact Wrestling. Do a video. Sorry, we're in the middle of a tornado warning, so I had to stop watching for a minute. Yeah, that's fine. Rewind it back. and check it out. Here's some pretty good gore. I like this scene here in Re-Animator when Herbert West confronts the doctor for the first time, basically showing him up about he doesn't know shit about the activity of the brain after somebody being dead. Rick and anyone I missed. So Patty says hi to everybody. Christopher Daniels is my favorite TNA wrestler. He was really, really good. You remember what was the other guy he used to team with? The young black guy. Elix Skipper. They were a good tag team, man. Elix Skipper would do that shit off of the top of the cage and stuff. And wanted cheeseburgers. Yeah, Curry Man when he was under the mask. That's true. Oh wow. Well, I think most everybody else comes around. What you been up to, Maddie? We appreciate you stopping by here tonight. And you said you had seen Re-Animator. That's kind of cool because my movies like Re-Animator used to gross out my wife, so I don't get to watch a lot of those with people. Watching the A&E Rivals Taker versus Mankind. Yeah, I record those things and watch them later. My computer is like really laggy. Is the picture quality okay? Yeah, Elix Skipper and Low Key and Triple X. That was really cool. I sent you a pic of the tights. Oh, that's cool with his Fallen Angel logo on there. I like that. Yeah, Christopher Daniels. I've met him a couple times. He is like really cool. He's a nice guy. Remember Suicide? A bunch of different people wore the mask. Yeah, it was basically they started out with one guy, and then whoever wasn't in a storyline or whatever. I heard rumors AJ Styles was under the mask one time. I wish I would do more roundtable instead of 30 minutes of the story that ever. Yeah, I know. That was why I was kind of bored through the beginning of that. I'm getting my first ad break here, and I'll go ahead and tell you what I was going to mention a minute ago. Did you guys catch the intro video I did? I snuck a deleted scene in there that isn't in the movie. So go back and watch it if you didn't catch it. It was where Herbert West admitted that he was taking a diluted version of the serum as almost like a pick me up / boost to where he didn't have to sleep, and it would keep his brain going where he didn't have to, like I said, where he didn't have to have sleep or rest. And they show a scene in there where he gets the other guy to shoot him up because he couldn't get the vein. I guess that was a pretty good deleted scene. So I never remembered that and never knew that there was a chance that he used the serum on himself. Met him as Christopher Daniels. I never met him as Curry Man. He was always Christopher Daniels. I picked up the limited edition Pepsi and it's not good, and picked up spicy nacho Doritos dip and jalapenos Cool Ranch dip is better. Yeah, I don't like Peeps, and so that kind of made me feel kind of sick thinking of Pepsi that tasted like Peeps. I've just been running around busy catching up with people on job hunting. Well, that's fine. I just want to let you know we missed you. And hopefully you find a job. Like I said, it's hard to keep good people around in the area we are. So everybody seems to be looking for good people. The people will work and then where we are, and then they won't they don't have a good work ethic or whatever, and they usually don't make it. I haven't had those yet. I've tried out. Guess Jeff Hardy isn't getting any jail time. How long do you think before he's back in the ring? I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if AEW didn't put him back in the ring in the next 3 to 4 months. Yeah, I've never been a Peeps fan ever, even as a kid. I don't know why. I never liked it. Hardy should have been done with wrestling after his match with Sting. I agree with that. You know what creeps me out? This part in this movie here where it's like her dad almost seems like she's trying to get her to like this old fart here. Like inviting him to dinner and shit. The Dr. Hill as old as her dad, and it seems like almost like he's trying to hook them up. This Galaxy X23 Ultra commercial, the little girl standing across from him looks like the girl from the wrong Missy. I don't know if I've seen the commercial. I might have. I don't know. Gonna watch Cocaine Bear next week, guy. Well, I'm just bored with all the lame ass Marvel movies they've been coming out. Like, yeah, I was disappointed in Ant-Man. Quantum Mania. It was okay, but it wasn't. I mean, I liked Ant-Man for the low key humor, him and his buddies together, all that kind of stuff, and it was almost just like it was a cookie cutter regular Marvel movie. Thoughts on Crystal Pepsi released it for a limited time last summer in Canada, and I enjoyed it. I don't remember drinking it anytime soon. I remember drinking it way back in the day when it first came out, and I don't even remember what it tasted like. I remember not liking it because I don't like Pepsi. Or the new Monster strawberries and cream. I haven't tried that. Have you guys tried Logan Paul's new energy drinks, that Prime? I've had the one that's kind of like the pop. Let me see if I can find it. It's Prime, but it's like that popsicle you had with the red, white, and blue. It tastes just like it. It's got no sugar in it. It's pretty good. That's like their version of Gatorade, and it's got like orange and a bunch of other flavors too. It's pretty good. I'm interested in new Mountain Dew drink coming out in the next few months. What is it? I don't like I don't drink a lot of soft drinks other than Diet Mountain Dew. Monster strawberries is delicious. It's almost like having somebody care about you. Hey, I like that. I'll have to try that out. The regular Crystal Pepsi is better than Blue Crystal. Like I said, I'm not much of a Pepsi guy. Haven't tried Prime yet. It's expensive shit. Well, no, like get the little ones. You can go to, well, we have Sheets here. I don't know what you guys have, but we got Sheets, and if you get their rewards card, you can get 2 bottles for $5. So it's like $2.50. I've got some Blue Hawaiian Punch tonight. It's okay. I haven't had Blue Hawaiian Punch in a long time. You know what I like? I like about how random the shit we can talk about. Water and Dr. Cherry Zero. Yeah, I drink basically water, sugar-free Red Bull, and Diet Mountain Dew. It's about the only thing I drink. Sometime I'll drink like I'll make me some shakes with soy milk or whatever it is. Sheets. I'm in there every day. Where you get it? Sheets. You in there buying coffee, or you get some of their made to order breakfast. They got some good food in Sheets. You'd be surprised. Anybody, what states you guys in? What's the main like convenience store / restaurant type thing that you got around there? Like when I go to North Carolina, I like to go into Love's, because not only do they have their own stuff, but they've got they usually have a restaurant built into it. But like Sheets has got made to order food in there, and some of that stuff is good. G0 is pretty good. I haven't tried that. As Andy Griffiths says, it's good. Summertime breeze. I have to try it. Like I said, I've tried different versions of Mountain Dew over the years, and I've never been a fan of any of it. Here's where she's finding their dead cat in the fridge. Have you guys seen Barbara Crampton lately? She still is a beautiful woman. 7-Eleven, brother. Yeah, we got a couple 7-Elevens here, but by half of the ones that we used to have are gone. You know, I drank some that I did have a Baja Blast of some kind. Is there different flavors of it? I remember I had drinking one when I was at Taco Bell. Get me one of those salad bowls that they have. I've never heard of Casey's. That's kind of cool. I like how when you go across country, it's like different stores like that. I like the Mountain Dew Red Code. Yeah, everybody Code Red. Everybody always tells me Mountain Dew Code Red is good, but I haven't had that in years. And yeah, I could drink and just drink sodas with sugar in it when I'm trying to cut back a little bit, lose some weight. Gas, vape, wine, and soda. Oh, their strawberry Red Bull drink over ice is so good. Do you mix any alcohol with Red Bull? I love mixing some Red Bull with some Crown Royal. I love mixing some ginger ale with some Crown Royal green apple. You vape, that's bad for you now. You shouldn't vape. Baja Passion Fruit Punch and the extra pink guava flavored Baja Caribbean Splash. That's just too much to think about. Guava flavored Baja Caribbean Splash. I wouldn't better remember to say all that shit. Do you have Turkey Hill? We're getting a Wawa close by soon. No. And then Wawa, I don't have one here, but as I go farther south, I've hit one up. But no, not in Virginia that I know of, unless it's in Northern Virginia. I live toward the middle of the state. Look at what number we're on. Subscribers. I got 2 today. I need one more. Somebody go out there and tell somebody to subscribe. I haven't had alcoholic Red Bull in forever, but I do love vodka and Red Bull. I haven't had vodka in a while. I stopped drinking a lot of alcohol. I drink some beers every once in a while, but if I drink alcohol, I've whittled it down to just basically Crown Royal. Diet Dr. Pepper Malibu rum is great. Really? That's a weird combo. I've tried that. I used to drink Malibu rum. Malibu rum and Captain Morgan rum were my 2 drinks of choice. Been back in the day. That's awesome. So like one of the songs goes like Wawa. Did you know they based the new Red Bull flavors on if they mix with alcohol? Somebody told me that. Malibu, grenadine, and pineapple. Oh, yeah. Oh, I've had that. That's good. That's good stuff. I like pineapple juice with a lot of different, with rum all the time. But I just drink wine now. Yeah, I tried to get into wine. And the guys that, the managers at work, when we go out to eat and stuff, they always want to order wine with the food. I've tried as many types of red wine as I possibly can, and I just cannot get into it. Now, there's several types of white wine I can drink, but yeah, Captain Morgan. That was my drink of choice in college. It got me fucked up many a night. Sailor Jerry, anyone? I don't never had that. So like there's been several nights I've been in here that I have a Red Bull and I'll drink part of it and then I'll pour, you wouldn't see me doing it, but I would pour some little bottles of Crown in here. I like Buc-ee's, best convenience store I've been to. I've never heard of a Buc-ee's. Where is that at? I'm surprised anybody knew of Sheetz. I'll tell you this. Once I get out of my area, the damn Sheetz don't even have car chargers around here, man. I was worried about going too far away where I couldn't get my car charged. Hey, give me a good sweet wine. Because everybody always tells me that. Well, you just haven't tried the right sweet wine. That's easy for me to say, right? Give me a recommendation for a nice sweet red wine and I'll try it. A Red Bull and Monster mixed and his heart was beating and bleeding out of his chest. I don't drink anything but the little ones. I've never had one where afterwards I even really felt anything. Yeah, evil kitty coming. Rawr. He's going to come back to life here in a minute. Like, sure, Jeff, man. This somebody gave me this for Christmas. It's like the Japanese. Can you see it? It's got the Japanese right in there. So somebody gave me that for Christmas. I figured it was pretty timely because the movie's coming out. I don't think there's anything this week I'm coming out. We were talking about that with somebody over the weekend that, we had the pandemic and it fucked up movie schedules for like a year or so, and then you had last year where everything started back up slowly, and I feel like everything is just piling into this year, and it's like every other week it's something coming out that I want to see. It's a good thing I'm now driving a car that doesn't cost me any gas, because I think my friend in Mississippi has told me about Buc-ee's. Yeah, I've never been to Buc-ee's. Strawberry Hill Purple Passion. Oh, not to be gross, but I had many a diarrhea session after drinking too much Mad Dog 2020 in high school. So no, I don't want any of that. Strawberry Hill, we had Boone's Farm wine is what I would drink in high school. So Money in the Bank is going to be held in the UK. The last pay-per-view WWE in Europe, Clash Castle, was good. I hope this one they do there too. Hey, I was heard today that AEW is going to be pissed because Triple H announced, well, no, they haven't announced it, but the arena has, that they're doing 2 pay-per-views in May, and one is going to be on Memorial Day weekend, which is usually when AEW does their big show. When I worked at Spencer's, we had a similar Scream shirt, but the Japanese was in green. Yeah, it's probably just a rip-off of another design. You know, I never was a gigantic Scream fan, but I like the last one pretty good. I never liked the concept of having a different killer in every movie, just dressing up, because it seemed kind of, I don't know, generic, boring. I don't like shirts with Japanese writing on it. Otherwise, I would have gotten some Universal monsters. I don't either. I mean, I got this one. I think I got a Jaws one. It's going to be Drew McIntyre versus Gunther. I would have preferred Brock versus Gunther. Yeah, I know. I heard that Vince McMahon might be giving suggestions. So I wished it would be Drew versus Gunther versus Sheamus. Hey, here comes the cat. Give me a second. I'm going to adjust this a second. I need to move my leg. It's not comfortable. My ex's mom would talk about that Boone's Farm wine. Yeah, that's that cheap ass back in the day $2, $3 bottle of wine. I don't know how much it costs now. I got a Tubi commercial now. Is West in all the movies? Yeah, Herbert West is basically the mainstay in all the movies. How you doing during the pandemic, John Knight? I did okay during the pandemic. All right, I'm going to say this, and I shouldn't know how many would. I never got COVID. So I used to joke and say, well, I don't like people. And I was doing my YouTube channel a lot more. So I stayed at home more. Boone's Farm, I think there was more sugar than alcohol. I remember Zima. Yeah, Zimas were fun to drink. Zima would taste like you're drinking alcohol, but then I didn't even remember a buzz. I think I remember drinking wine coolers and get more buzz than Zimas. Vince is interfering on the booking of the matches. That's what they claim. That sucks. I don't know if he is, but rumor was that might be why some of these last matches that weren't confirmed are getting screwy pairings, like Brock and Almost and Bray and Bobby Lashley. You want to try Zima? Do they still make Zima? I don't know. Sounds like AEW wants to go to war with WWE. I don't think it would work well in today's day and age with the internet. We don't want to keep channel surfing to see what happens. You don't have to channel surf. All you got to do is like DVR both of them. That's what I do. I don't even start Raw to like an hour into the show, so I can just fast forward through the commercials and the crappy. COVID was all a scam anyway. Hey man, we can't be talking about that shit, man. They'll like block my stream. The internet said it's real. Yeah, I remember the commercials and I remember drinking it, but I don't know if they still make it. Does it explain how he came back, or did he just pass out? Who are you talking about? The pandemic. That's what I used to call it. It seemed awful convenient. They came back out a few years for a limited time. If you've seen it, Smirnoff. Yeah, it is pretty close. I think it's still sold in Canada and Europe because it's sold better there. I think I've seen it floating around stateside. I'll have to check it out. Did they sell that at the liquor store? I know they sell that Smirnoff stuff at the at the liquor store. The ABC store. You had it only once instead of only ounce. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Doug. Hope you didn't have any residual side effects from it. I posted my horror pack unboxing today. If you guys haven't seen it, I did it because I like to try to get those out quick because they've used me in the snapshot photo a couple times. So I see a couple of you guys have watched it. So watch that video. Cody was talking about Wild Eye releasing. They had a couple releases in the boxes that I opened. He's talking about, I was like, yeah, they're cool, but are they David Sterling cool? Hey, I don't remember which scene is this when he goes in there. Is this when they inject one of them for the first time? Anybody that signs up ought to tell Harpack they need to give me some moolah. If they decide to go against WWE on Monday nights, I don't think they would be competition, in my opinion. Probably not. I mean, they're not on a good enough channel that's on enough TVs. Thanks for the carousel shout out. Yeah. Yeah, I mentioned him on there. So, did anybody watch Megan? Do you call it Megan or Megan? With the E sound or the A sound? I'm from the South, so I say Megan. Did anybody watch the unrated version? What is your thoughts before I give you mine? You plan on getting the new Rocky 4K box set? I think it's a ripoff at over $100 for only 4 movies. It's way cheaper than that. Unless you're talking about the steel books. I haven't decided. I'm a steelbook guy, but I'm not paying $30 times 4 for those steel books. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Amazon had that Rocky set way cheaper. It's $59. And I think Best Buy will match them. So I was thinking about getting them to match it and getting it at Best Buy. And I don't know that I need the 4 movies. I will say this. It has 2 versions of Rocky 4. It's got the Ultimate Director's Cut. And the Ultimate Director's Cut is pretty good. It's worth seeing if you guys haven't seen it. I think I did review that on the channel. Check that out. But I was thinking it's piss poor that it doesn't include Rocky 5. Rocky 5 gets shit on way too much, man. It's not great, but after years of going back and not seeing it and then watching it, it's not quite as bad as everybody made it out to be. The last time I drank Captain, I drank a fifth of it and got on a bike, rode 3 miles home and didn't remember it. Oh my God. At least, you mean a pedal bicycle? Oh my God. It's the video with the Linda Blair autograph pic. It was a good horror pack. No, that's Bam Horror Box. This is one I just posted today, probably maybe an hour or so before this video. I tried to do it this morning and I didn't have time to edit it. It's where I open the DVDs and the Blu-rays that I get every month in that subscription box. Say it, Megan. A pedal bicycle, a bike, as they say. This movie needs more Barbara Crampton in it. Yeah, sorry about that. Second time was positive, but thought I lost my taste buds for good, but came back eventually. I don't even remember, man. It's been so long since I watched Beyond Re-Animator. Is that on here? Do they have Beyond Re-Animator on here? So to go back and answer it, I want to get the 4K. Rocky 1, 2, And 3 is okay, and 4 are, I really love those movies, and I really want to get them in 4K. I don't think, like I said, that I'm going to really invest in all those Best Buy exclusive steel books. I'll pick them up and show them to you guys in the videos if I see them in the store. Megan. So to go back around and circle back around, does anybody watch the unrated version? Because I was kind of disappointed in how little change it really was to the theatrical version. And Universal, they suck, man. They're trying to get us to. There's no 4K of Megan. It's going to be on Blu-ray, but when you go to the streaming services or on Peacock, there is a 4K version. Give me some popcorn. Well, I mean, he doesn't die at the end of this one. You know, growing up, Rocky 3 was my favorite, and as I've gotten older, the first 2 Rockies, man, watching them back to back, those movies are pretty damn good. From what I remember, I mean, this guy's going to come back to life. You get ready to see some male nudity, at least some buttocks. I thought this funny. This is where her dad gets attacked. You do actually see the boy's ear get ripped off, and it's a practical effect, so it looks pretty good. It isn't CGI. Her boss says fuck about 6 or 7 times. That's new. And then I remember a little bit apart when she had that cutting blade and stabs that guy in the hall, or was it in the elevator? It was a little bit more blood splatter and stuff in there. So that's about it, though. Rob Zombie was going to direct a Crow movie. I don't think I want him meddling around with Brandon Lee. We don't need like a gritty, grimy Crow movie. I don't need that. Hey, they tastefully didn't show us any penis in this scene. I didn't remember. He's biting his fingers off. It's pretty damn gross. No, I don't collect anime. One of you guys busted my chops for asking if Akira or whatever that was, ones I picked up in the movie hunt, was any good. I said a couple weeks ago, this part's kind of gross right here. If you guys haven't seen it, he's going to take his thing and he's going to cut up through that guy's chest, stick it through him. This movie's got some good practical effects in it, man. So, there was a couple movies that I bought at an Amazon sale, and then I bought a couple of Dollar Tree movies that I haven't watched. And I was asking people, like, if I wanted to get an anime, and I don't really want to get in too deep, like, what are some good ones that I should watch, like, on the surface that everybody likes or everybody considers to be good? So give me some recommendations. Yeah, I don't think he died, though. Yeah, I remember that 4K Blu-ray set. I didn't buy it because I already had all the other Rambo releases that I got like at Walmart on Black Friday for like $7 on 4K. So I didn't want to buy all the Steelbook set. That was too expensive. But I think I'm going to get the Rocky set, though. I really like Rocky. Yeah, it comes out. The new Scream movie comes out March 10th. I'm definitely going to go see that. Yeah, they did have a couple of Crow movies now that you mention it. Didn't Edward Furlong star in a damn Crow movie? I'm not a huge fan of Rob Zombie, but I've grown to like some of his movies. I think we've talked about that before. Like, I like Lords of Salem. After you get past the white trash scene in the first Halloween, I like that. I do like the House of a Thousand Corpses and the Devil's Rejects. Yeah, I think most everybody skips Rocky Five, but I think they're okay. I think it's kind of disrespectful, though. The rumor I heard was that the reason they skipped Rocky Five is it's going to get a separate 4K release, or it'll be in the next group of movies when they release those. Um, but that he may be doing a director's cut of Rocky Five. You know, I don't think Barbara Crampton gets enough credit as being a scream queen. Um, if you guys haven't watched my video, look up JEFFMAN316 Scream Queen. I actually called her my favorite scream queen of all time. I posted it on Twitter or whatever, and I think I got a like from her on it. Yeah, it did look like Play-Doh. Milk Cow and Salad Girl. Hey, I think that's one of the ones I got at the Dollar Tree. Then I would definitely have to watch that then. It was shot like in Mexico, one of the Crows. Yeah, I don't remember which one it was. You need to see all the Rocky films. I watched somebody's review of the first Rocky, and I agree. It feels a little weird now, man. Remember, it was in the 70s, and the it's Rocky's almost like forcing himself on Adrian in one scene. Felt creepy. Definitely took some good use to Rob Zombie. I like Rob Zombie Halloween 2. I think it's really brutal and it's a little different. Yeah, I appreciate it. Which ending do you like? Do you like the ending where they shoot Lori, or do you like the other ending? And then, do you think that Lori is dead, and that's the reason you're seeing her in that white hallway at the end? I like how it's got different interpretations. Did Barbara Crampton go to horror movie conventions? I don't know. I think she did a few, but she's like been like have a resurgence of her career. But she's been in quite a few movies. I follow her now on social media, and she has actually been doing quite a few movies here lately. I don't know if I would say it hurt it, but it's going to make people like me not go see it opening weekend until I find out. I want to read some reviews of it or hear about it, because to me it seems like it's a retread of a lot of the same themes that have been in the other Rocky movies. Like, it just almost seems like the main guy is a retread of Mr. T's character, other than they're friends and he didn't know him. But last two Rob Zombie films were great. Which ones are they? Three from Hell was not that good. I didn't like the Creed movies. I loved the first Creed. I didn't particularly like the last one. It was okay. For some reason, I'm a big fan of Rocky Balboa. I like Rocky Balboa. I like some mix of both endings, but the director's cut of the movie feels like the real version. Yeah, that's probably the way I feel. Her dad's in a straitjacket here. If it weren't for Otis's character, Three from Hell would have been watchable. I mean, I don't really like any of them. Oh yeah, I forgot he did the Munsters. See, look at that shit. I had blocked that out of my mind. I hadn't been I wasn't thinking about the Munsters, and here comes Doug to remind me. No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to keep correcting yourself, man. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, this movie is a good mix. I mean, The acting isn't bad. Herbert West's acting is kind of like cheesy over the top. Barbara Crampton, somewhere in her young career, was in Young and the Restless. She's actually going to guest star on their 50th anniversary shows. Dr. Hill's pretty good. The story's good. The gore's good. I mean, I think this movie is really underrated. Like a lot of people nowadays don't even consider it. They just say it's a gore fest, but it's got a lot going for it. I have a Lord Salem sticker on my guitar. That's cool. You play the guitar? What kind of music you play? Can you cover anything? You should come on the channel and like you could sing to us or play for us. I mean, yeah, I always wondered how Three from Hell would have played out if Captain Spaulding had been in the whole thing. He was basically so committed to it. I like Otis' best lines in the movie. Otis is always the best lines of those movies. I mean, other than it just had like it went to fade to black and it had on the screen in tribute of or in memory of Ray Liotta. So they did mention it. And if you go see it, it does actually have a couple of I wouldn't say after credits, but mid credit scenes that are kind of funny. Now, I don't want to spoil it, but there's actually more than one cocaine bear in there. The doctor that's dating Barbara looks like my friend Brad. I play guitar as well. You and Maddie want to come on there and riff for us one day? We could do some live concerts, get some more people on the channel. Oh no, he's talking about Otis, the guy from Rob Zombie. I don't mind Otis from WWE. He's pretty funny too. Commercial from Tubi. All right, like I said, anybody watching my video, go out and get somebody to subscribe to the channel. You're going to get overly excited when I get 2,000 because when I got 1,000, I woke up the next morning and it lost like 3 subscribers and it took me like a day or 2 to get them back. So, but if we get 2,000 within the next week or so, I'll announce the giveaway that I'm going to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give away a handful of movies from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to do 2 DVD and then a handful of Blu-rays. So name a good song, a random rock alternative song that you like. When I first watched this, thought when he fell down the stairs, he was going to do experiments on him. You know, I'm impressed with how fast Tubi's commercials that they don't like show you tons of commercials. Some of the other ones, man, especially like Paramount Plus. When I'm watching movies, it seems like the commercials are so long. I got popcorn on my Scream shirt. Spoiler alert. Talking about my cocaine bear comment. Nobody pays any attention to what I say. Oh yeah, God, MODOK. I almost want to do a review of that movie to warn people how bad MODOK looks. Pixie's Bone Machine. Seems like I've heard that song. I have to listen to it again to remember. The Strokes, Reptilia. That's cool. Counting Crows, Long December. I like that song. She's a good crier. Have you guys seen From Beyond with her in it? I've got that coming from Vinegar Syndrome. You know, I will admit the first time I watched From Beyond when I was younger, I didn't like it at all. And watching it later though in life, I've got a new appreciation for it. It's not as bad as I remember it. What do you think of the Boogeyman movie coming? And I pay attention to what you say. I know you do. I was just joking. I wondering if anybody was paying attention to what I said when I said that. Let me check my order. I ordered two things. One, I ordered I wish I had pre-ordered. I didn't even know this shit was coming out. Cody, did you know that they released a Blu-ray of the Hitman Wrestling with Shadows documentary? I didn't, and I missed the slipcover. It went fast, but I got it on sale at least. And then I ordered From Beyond. Let me find it. Show you the cover. There it is. And From Beyond, I was able to grab with the slipcover. It won't let me show you. This sucks. Either way. You have to let me know what you think of Cocaine Bear once you watch it on Tuesday. Cocaine Cubs. Hey, now see, you're the one spoiling alert. I think people are starting to get the idea that Marvel has become lazy and the crap that they putting out since the Avengers movie ended, they have become lackluster to me. I agree with that. That's like I said, everything that was fun about Ant-Man was destroyed in this, and this basically became Guardians of the Galaxy. Without as much good humor in it. The problem that I have, I think I'm going to like once they get to the Avengers part of this phase, because from what I heard, Kang is going to kick some major ass and there's going to kill some characters. I know you're ready for Meth Gator, man. You just didn't. I read about it, and 2 minutes later, Cody was texting me a picture of the cover of Meth Gator, which is the Asylum homage to Cocaine Bear. Somebody told me they thought they were making Cocaine Shark. Mr. Cranky. Who's releasing Lover's Lane? Arrow Video. Where can you order it? From their site, or Amazon has got the link up now. And you better listen to me when I'm cranky, because you wouldn't like me when I'm even more cranky. Dang, spoiler, Cody. No, it doesn't really play much into the plot knowing that, so don't worry about it, Doug. How about Crack Bear? Did you see the little pun I put in my short where I talk about it in the title? I put that this bear was going to lay the smack down on their candy asses. This is one of my favorite parts of this Re-Animator movie, because that Dr. Hill I hate. He's such a pompous asshole. So I love the fact that Herbert was finally standing up to him here. Yeah, Meth Gator. It's going to be basically the same thing. I heard old woman down in Florida got eaten by a gator or killed. You know who the director of Cocaine Bear is, don't you? Elizabeth Banks, right? The one that did the Pitch Perfect. Kangaroo Jack could have been on drugs. Fake news. Yeah, listen to me. Don't listen to anything Cody says. Cody, she said on certain conditions. Yeah, Cody's hey, look, this is when he chopped his head off with the shovel. This is excellent shit. If you haven't seen this movie right here, watch this. He can't get the head to stand up. Got to remember to save those messages. Adventures in Babysitting Girl. That's Elizabeth Shue. Who's talking about Elizabeth Shue? Yeah, have you watched it yet? That Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, man, is an acquired taste. A lot of people don't like that movie. I do. I like it. Yeah. She directed at least one of the Pitch Perfect movies, didn't you? Yeah, no, not Elizabeth Shue. Oh, that's what you're asking about. No, Elizabeth Banks. Elizabeth Banks is the blonde that played like the news reporter in the Pitch Perfect movies, and she was in Zack and Mary Do a Porno. She hosts Press Your Luck now. Oh, I forgot she was in them damn Hunger Games movies. She got pissy. She played in Brightburn. That's good. She got pissy when people didn't go see her Charlie's Angels reboot. Wait a minute. Let me catch up. I'm at 47%. Good thing I got a fast charger. Yes, it sure is. My bad, Banks. Sorry. Yep. Bill Moseley is coming to my local drive-in in June, and they'll be showing Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Devil's Rejects. Hey, one of the videos, I think on my movie hunt, I put a clip of Bill Moseley at the end when he's dog will hunt. Dog will hunt. No, I never decided. I'm going to just tell you, I don't like the slipcover on the Steelbook. Not slipcover, the cover. It's plain, dude. It's white. It's the same as the damn 4K I already got from Germany. I like that slipcover on the regular version with that eyeball, man. That should have been the Steelbook. The slipcover should have just been the regular. I mean, the Steelbook should have been the eyeball. The slipcover should have just been the regular cover. They screwed that all up. So I'm gonna probably just wait until I walk into my Best Buy and see which one they got. Because I've already got it in 4K. So it's going to be me spending money again on something I already have. Because I don't know if you guys remember, I bought Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 and they sent me the wrong movie and then it was out of stock. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 was. So then they sent it to me late. So they basically gave me the Texas Chainsaw Massacre because they sent me the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 4K from Germany. It was Diabolique DVD. And I pitched a bitch because by the time we figured out what went wrong, they had sold out of Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. So then when they got that in stock, they basically cut me a deal where I kept the first one almost free. So I'll tell you what I'm talking about. Like, I love that slipcover right there. He's like the reflection, and look at that. Leatherface is in the reflection of her eyeball. Got that tear. Man, that looks fucking good. And I know the Steelbook, supposedly, did you get your posters? There's 2 posters in the Steelbook. That's one of them is that eyeball. One of them's the standard. But that, I just don't like the cover that they chose for the Steelbook. It sucks. Yeah, it does on Tuesday. I'll do my movie hunt and look. 3 Creed was a disappointment for me. It doesn't have the heart of the Rocky films. Oh, you already seen it? Yeah, man. I'm glad you told me. I'm probably not going to see that in theaters. You didn't like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre on Netflix? Well, watch my review because I actually say I hated it when I first heard about it. And then I read the whole script and the synopsis of it basically a couple months before it ever came out. That was one of my first videos that got 1,000 views when I talked about that. But I think the movie is not quite as bad after rewatching it. 2 Blu-rays are region locked, and with the one steelbook, you get a double-sided poster inside. Yeah, I know. That's the only thing. I mean, I don't really have anywhere to hang a poster in here. Dude, I got wall-to-wall movies and figures and shit up in here. I literally, dude, every inch of these walls is something hanging on it. I've got every figure that's worth money hanging up in here. I guess I do need to do a room tour one day. Like, I got my Jaws figures hanging up. I got some old Return of the Jedi figures. I got 3 or 4 of them still in the package hanging up. I got an original Dukes of Hazzard Daisy Duke figure still in the package hanging up. I got my original couple of series of WWE legends that are worth a lot of money hanging up. I got the few pops that I own over there hanging up. I got one of those baseball bat cases with some loose pops of horror figures in it hanging up. I got all the original like that line of figures that had Michael Myers, Jason, I forget, movie maniacs. I got all of those hanging up. Black Sunday, I've seen, and I do like that. I don't remember Black Sabbath. I've probably seen it, but I don't remember it. This is some weird ass shit right here with his body picking up his head and carrying around. Yeah, that is a great cover, man. I love that slip cover. I'm assuming that's a slip cover everybody will have. You see, they suck, man. It's a money grab. They want you to buy like 2 copies. I did that with that Terrifier 2. Well, I'm glad you think I have a great mind. Well, like I said that in my review, man, there's nobody in there you like. You want them all to die. So the ending, I love the ending. Basically, the only character you have any feeling for is the one that survived. Yeah, I know. Or just have that slipcover. You could have had the original poster artwork on their white. That could have been the back cover. Yeah, it's pretty sad. So I don't know. What other movies are coming out this week? Man, I gotta like stop buying so much. I haven't even looked. I think it's quite a few movies I like coming out. The Marathon Man's getting a 4K release this week. I'm not a huge fan of that movie, so I think I can skip that one. No, I haven't watched it yet. You keep making fun of it, so I keep avoiding it. Sailor Moon R, the complete second season's coming out. Hollywood Shuffle's coming out on. Speaking of double dip, that's a Criterion. The Criterion pisses me off too. They keep releasing movies, and then like 6 months later they'll release the 4K. Why not just go ahead and release the 4K, or just don't release the other one? That Detective Night movie that somebody was telling me is the 3rd chapter in that Bruce Willis series of movies comes out this week. I haven't watched the other 2 yet. I was saving them to watch them all at once. Did anybody watch those? I'm not seeing a ton coming out. Scream 4K Steelbook. I've already got that. I got that at Best Buy when it came out. Looks like there's a Shudder movie coming out called Mandrake. Speaking of that, Shudder sent me a screener of a movie that's got the one I found in my movie hunt. Shit, I can't think of the name of it. It's got Eva Green in it. Nocebo. I watched it. Man, talking about movies starting out strong and then petering out at the end. Black Sabbath was on Shudder. It's a horror anthology hosted by Boris Karloff. Watch the Italian version if you do, although it has less Karloff. I think I remember seeing the cover of that. Oh, Axe Grinder, yeah. That and I went in and got that and Camp Blood. I feel like Criterion is in catch-up mode with 4K. It is. Axe Grinder 666, yeah, and Camp Blood. Nobody gives a shit about those movies other than me and you, Cody. I'll have to give you a big Patreon so you watch it. Hollywood Shuffle was a great movie, and I'm going to get you sucker. Yeah, I like those. Eva Green is stunning. She is. She was one of the reasons. Dude, Casino Royale is the best James Bond movie ever, and she's one of the reasons. Daniel Craig is perfect in that. It's a perfect introduction to the character. The story plays out perfect, just like the book. Yeah, and she's just amazing in that. She's really good. This movie here. Hey, how ironic was it that it zoomed in on no? Because basically it was like, yeah, no, watch it. She's the only reason it's worth watching that movie, because she does a great job acting in it, and she seems very real. Her character does. I like those movies as well. Yeah, I'm trying to clean up in here. I'm almost done, man. I got one more quarter of the room to do to organize before I decide if I'm ever going to do like a room video and show you a lot of my collectibles. You have to remember, if I do it, this room is cluttered because I try to keep most of my good stuff in here in case. It's got 2 doors on the room, and I keep one of them sealed with my VHS rack so that nobody can get in from that side. Puss in Boots, Last Wish, Devotion, and Whitney Houston, I Want to Dance with Somebody. Yeah, I don't have any. I probably won't get Devotion. I feel like that's going to be streaming. I have no interest in I Want to Dance with Somebody. And I didn't get. I heard from a friend that Puss in Boots was not as good as the other Shrek movies. Hold on a second. Has anybody seen Puss in Boots? That Last Wish, Puss in Boots? Was that any good? What was Barbara Crampton's first movie? Maybe one day, you have to have dreams. Maybe one day when the channel grows, my dream would be to interview her on the channel. I was going to look up and see what her first movie was. I need to decide whether I'm going to do movie reviews on some of these things I watched. I just don't get the views on them, man. And it's such a pain in the ass. I'm such a stickler for detail. I like to do a good job on any video I do. So it's such a pain in the ass to do a video, and then I have like less than 100 people watch it. I know I shouldn't care that I'm growing and I gotta, get my stuff out there. So she was on Santa Barbara, and it looks like she was in Body Double in 84. She was in something called Rituals in 84. That Fraternity Vacation that I've talked to you guys about last week, she was in 85, the same year this came out. Then she was in that Prince of Bel-Air in 86. She was in Chopping Mall in 86. And she was in From Beyond in 86. So pretty good. And I forgot she had a bit part in Puppet Master. She was in Castle Freak in 95. So, yeah, this is one of the best parts if you're a Barbara Crampton fan right here. Here we go. Here we go. It's showtime. I found a Bill Goldberg movie on VHS and Store Unit called. I've got that. Yeah, I've got that on DVD. It must be really cold in there. Put box sets on a different shelf. I saw her screen of Puss in Boots and probably the most funny. Is it? Really? Well, damn, Doug. You're going to try to make me spend some money. You're supposed to tell me it sucked. I was looking for more of the hot garbage range. Yeah, Chopping Mall I really like. That Barbara Crampton, she's one nice piece of ace. At least he called her Meg. They beeped out the bad language. I'm surprised they put it in there. Also, that they did that with DC Super Pass. What language is in it? Did somebody say shit? Look, he's got his body giving her a titty massage. I love that. Watch. I love her reaction when she wakes up. Watch her face right here. She has got a good scream, man. That's why, she make a good scream right there. Who put that hair in my popcorn? That was awful long. At least I know it wasn't a pube. I keep clicking on comments and they don't come up. Fuck. She was in the Puppet Master that Full Moon didn't release, the Littlest Reich. Her one nipple's getting a lot of screen time there. I don't know. You want to watch Bride of the Re-Animator? I know from experience, dude. He's like, it's so cold in here. Here's the classic scene, boys and girls. You suck. And you got some of the longest fucking pubes in the history of the world. Because that thing is like. You can't see it, but my fingers is in there. That's how long that thing is. Get a job in a sideshow. I love that line. Yeah, I'm assuming it was. It never came to in the theater around here with where I live. So I first discovered it when it came out on VHS, like the year after it came out. I remember I watched this movie and like fell in love with horror movies because I've told you guys before, I kind of thought I was gonna, I was into art and stuff, and I always love how this has got so many good practical effects in it. We're gonna watch Carousel, dude. I need to keep my YouTube channel growing. I can't kill it. I keep thinking, man, if I could put some actual effort into this channel, we might could get it to grow. I just have to work so many hours during the week. Did you get it at the movie theater? Did I get what? This movie? He wants to give everybody lobotomies. This scene is, in American Beauty. This is a classic scene in American cinema right there. Oh, really? That's how you first heard about it? Yeah, I remember seeing this, man. Did I get the popcorn? No, I buy those little 100-calorie pouches with no like salt and stuff on them, and then I sprinkle some flavoring on because they're pretty bland. I'm trying, like I said, I'm trying to cut back so I don't want too much salt and have it low calorie. I'm assuming my wife popped it for me, so she probably. Hey, in the Dollar Tree group, I used one of my lines from my videos. This guy said, I stopped by the Dollar Tree to check out the selection, and all I found was Slim Pickens. And then I went, Slim Pickens, what in the wild world of sports is going on? And then I posted a meme of Slim Pickens under it. And people are still liking it. Somebody commented on my video and said they liked the Fanatic. You guys like the Fanatic? So I didn't get the popcorn from the theater, and I hope I didn't get the pube from the theater. Blazing Saddle, yeah. They couldn't make that movie today. Oh, I got a movie. I'm not going to tell you guys about it. I got an idea for a video. As I'm looking through my collection and I'm cleaning up, I found some VHS and some DVDs where I'm like, they put some of the worst movies on Blu-ray these days. So I've always been like, how do they choose and why do certain movies not get released? So it was a movie I found and I'm like, excuse me. I was like, maybe where in the world is the Blu-ray of this? And so I was thinking about making a video calling Where's My Blu-ray? And then showing the movie. But then after I watched the VHS, I realized there's a scene in it that is like uber racist. And that's probably the reason that it hasn't got released. But I'm one for not editing content on movies. So whether it's racist or not, I don't think that should stop a movie from ever being released. So it pisses me off when stuff gets edited for content. Wait a minute. I would put Carousel above Bloody Murder anyway. Well, yeah, I'll probably give you that. Yeah, shit and bullshit, and she let him lick her boobie and probably let him lick her coochie. We can't say what in the wild world of sports is going on here. We got Doug making comments about coochie. That needs to go in the highlight reel. Apparently, History of the World Part 2 is going to be a Hulu mini event. There's a History of the World Part 2? Yeah, I know he did. Is that a good thing? Fred Durst directing Limp Bizkit? I thought the Fanatic was kind of cheesy. There's that fucking naked guy again. Oh, that's a different naked guy. So we got two naked dudes. Is that Clint Howard right there? Oh, God. Penis. There was penis. Barbara Crampton should have came back for the second one. That was pretty damn weak that burned up guy that he couldn't get him off of her. Wait a minute. Slim Pickens, wasn't that the old dude in the Howling 2 great horror movie? I don't know. Was he in the Howling? Slim Pickens. He was in Slim Pickens, Dr. Strangelove. I know that. 1941. He was in the Howling. You're right. Oh, look at you, man. He was in an episode of BJ and the fucking Bear too. Bloody Murder was better. We're gonna have we gotta have a vote off. That last part was for this movie. From Beyond is good. You think Barbara Crampton looks good in this, man? She's got a scene in that where she's like in this leather outfit. Rawr, rawr. Limp bullshit. F that guy nude. Yeah, we don't need that. We don't need no dudes. Barbara Crampton's who's got more screen time in this movie? That dude there or Barbara Crampton's nipples? What's up, brother? Hope all is well. Appreciate you stopping by Fauci Cinema. We were just watching we're bullshitting and watching Re-Animator. Chime in. Is the dude who plays her boyfriend got more screen time than Barbara Crampton's nipples? We all love the leather outfit. Yeah, that movie is pretty damn good. Like I said, the first time I saw it when I was younger, I didn't like it. History of the World Part 2, Episode 1 will be on Hulu. What is that? History of the World. What are you still doing up? It's 11:30. What is History of the World Part 2? Oh God, oh my God, it's Mel Brooks' History of the World Part 2, a 4-night event. That is probably gonna suck balls. Wasn't Slim Pickens John Ritter's dad, or am I confusing him? Yeah, I don't think it was John Ritter's dad. Yeah, we don't want no dicks, just chicks. Re-Animator just rewatched the other day. Such a fun watch. Yeah, Re-Animator is awesome. Yeah, I wish Barbara Crampton had been in the sequel, but the movie is so fun. It's got such a good mix of gore and almost like borderline comedy. And Barbara Crampton, we can't talk about her too much. That movie was crazy. Yeah, and From Beyond is good. Is From Beyond on here? We'll have to check it out and see what we want to watch. I need to do a better job. You guys need to start putting me in check and hit me up on Twitter and all that. We need to like start deciding on this shit like way in advance, so we don't have to do it during the night of the live stream. If we don't think of anything else, we'll watch Bride of Re-Animator. And we're still one short. You guys must obviously not want free movies and stuff. Is there boobies in the second? There's a lot of boobies, but it's mostly that dead chick. There's the classic Barbara Crampton. And so they got oh look, From Beyond. I think From Beyond is on the menu. We're gonna watch From Beyond next week. That's what we're gonna watch. Or do you guys want to watch Bride of the Animator and then From Beyond the week after that, so we can decide? Doug, have you seen Bride of the Re-Animator or From Beyond? Have you seen either one of those? So that was a good watch. We just talked about the movie a little bit this week, unlike some weeks where we don't talk about the movie at all. But that was because it was such a classic movie. So yeah, what do you guys want to watch? Let's vote. Do you want to watch? Anybody that's left in here, put your vote up. Do you want to watch Bride of the Re-Animator or do you want to watch From Beyond? I need to check, make sure From Beyond isn't expiring like the last day of the month or some stupid stuff like that. Sounds great. Now I'm not the boss. I create the content and get the stream out there. I want you guys to be just as much a part of it as me. I'm gonna go ahead and let Bride of the Animator. It's already started. I'm gonna let it play a little bit, but I need to get the app back up so I can get out of this damn thing. It says now if you like this, you might also like, and From Beyond isn't down there, but there's some good stuff we can watch coming up, man. You got Return of the Living Dead Part 2's down there, Beyond Re-Animator, Basket Case 3, Dog Soldiers, Dolls. Man, there's some good stuff on there. what I'm going to start doing is putting a maybe a poll up. And if I can come up with the tiers of the Patreon, I'll maybe have it to where the Patreon guys can vote and suggest movies to put on the thing. I mean, let's make sure From Beyond doesn't expire. Remember that week we picked a movie and then I went to look at it and it was going to expire like during the week and we wouldn't have been able to watch it. It doesn't say anything about expiring. So we can watch either one of those. Speed 2. I'm not even, look at this. I shouldn't even put that on the screen. Speed 2. From Beyond. He voted Bride of the Re-Animator. Why you say LOL? It was a choice. Glad I got, but you got me back into Tubi, man. And then we watched, like you had me watch some movie. I don't remember what it was, and I was super impressed with how few commercials it was on because the one movie that we were going to watch on here was an hour and a half. It was going to be 2 hours on one of the services. So many commercials they put in there. But like I said, we don't watch the movie that much anyway. So, hold on one second. Okay, I just want to make sure. I was checking something on my computer. 2 votes Bride, 2 votes Beyond. JEFFMAN is the tiebreaker. There's more than 4 people in here. There's like 11 people. There was like 13 people watching when I said that. Well, that was Return of the Living Dead Part 2 that was up there. So maybe that's what we'll watch week after next. So next week we need to pick out what we're going to watch. If nobody else votes, I'm probably going to vote From Beyond. And the only reason I'll tell you that is I watched Bride of the Re-Animator during the year last year when I think they did it on the Joe Bob Shutter show. So I've seen that one and I haven't watched From Beyond in a while. So I'm going to get From Beyond on 4K on disc tomorrow. So I might go ahead and rewatch it on the 4K disc and I can let you guys know how it is. And that way, when we're watching it, it'll be fresh in my mind. Kind of like Doug did. He watched the movie ahead of time. So I'm only going to ask this once, and I don't like to be one. You know, I got the thing running at the bottom asking you guys to support me, and I never ask anybody to. I probably should. I'm not one of those YouTubers that gets on there like and begs people to support them. But if I really want to grow this channel, I want to do other things, and it isn't free. Like I've just bought a bunch of new lights and stuff, and this shit gets expensive. So if I did a Patreon and I did tiers of like 2, 5, 10, or 2, which I don't know what they would be. Would any of you guys, I know Scott said he would support me. Would any of you other guys do it? I'm open to anything. Well, if nobody else votes, I'm going to vote From Beyond. Because like I said, I'm getting that in the mail tomorrow. I'm getting that Vinegar Syndrome 4K. And what I'll do is I'll bring the disc and show you guys during the stream. We'll talk about it. I was hoping we would get 2,000 before the night was over, but since I'm going to be signing off in a few minutes and we didn't, you guys got some work to do, man. You got to get some people out here watching and get some subscribers. Yeah, 100%. I know Scott would support me. I'm going to make $100 tier that Scott's got to sign up for. All right, if I don't get any, yeah, I'll put the poll out there. So yeah, I'm going to put the 2 movies on there. I'll do a poll on. So yeah, once this stream ends, go over to my community tab. And I think it'll let me, I'm going to do this. So add option 1 is going to be Bride of Re-Animator. And I don't know how to spell that, so there you go. And option 2 is going to be From Beyond. So I watch a little bit after the stream ends. I'm going to put a poll up, and by about Wednesday, I'll check it. And whoever's winning by Wednesday, I'll put up the link and we'll watch it. So, of course, brother. $1 Dollar Tree Blu-ray of the month stream. What does that mean? You talking about you want me to take a movie that I bought at the Dollar Tree and we got to watch that? You know, if I did a Patreon one where it didn't go out for people to see it, I could probably set up a camera or something to where I could be showing you guys the actual movie and we could watch it. Maybe I'll think about something about that. Haven't seen here, but I'll vote From Beyond. We'll see. But I'm going to still go out there. You guys that have voted, you got to officially vote on the poll now because Doug is making me do a poll. Re-Animator is the spelling. Yeah, I'm going to put Bride of the Re-Animator and I'm going to put From Beyond. I will push hard this week. Yeah, I know you did. Scott shares my stuff. You guys ever share my stuff? I'm going to do the poll and you guys vote, and I'll close it out on Wednesday. Whoever's leading by Wednesday is the movie that we'll get. And that'll be the 2 choices. And if I get 2,000 subscribers during the week, I'll announce during the live stream what I'm going to end up doing about the giveaways. $1 a month here, and we get an exclusive stream. And during the month, we have to hunt for a copy. So I get to pick the movie, and you guys got to go out and try to find it, and then we can watch it together. Is that what you're saying? That'd be kind of cool. Or I could pick out a handful of Dollar Tree movies that I've bought for the dollar tier, and I'll probably do, since they're $1.25, maybe that'll be the $2 tier. I was thinking about doing a dollar tier where you just get your name on the thing. So, or maybe that's what I'll do for the $2 ones. But yeah, since they're $1.25 movies, you can't just spend $1. But yeah, maybe I'll do a $2 tier and then I'll pick a movie that I've gotten at the Dollar Tree and then we all have to look at it. That's a good idea. I'll think of something like that. You'd rather see the continuation? Well, you get to vote. Yeah, I was thinking about doing the mask when I get the movie in the mail, so that way everybody can kind of see the cover and everything. Make me an admin. Give me a second. I think I can do that. I don't want to have the audio playing. Hold on a second. Can I do that on the live stream myself? Here while it's live on here? Why won't it let me do that? This sucks. I guess I got to go to my own link that I post. When you're doing a live stream and you're the one doing it, when you try to go look it up, it was because I was in the YouTube studio and I wasn't actually on the app. Duh, I'm an idiot. So Scott. Scott is now a moderator on your channel. Cody's already a moderator. Maddie, I just met, you're a moderator. All my regulars that are on here now, you guys are going to be mods. I'll even add you, Mr. Old School, so that when we get new people, you can help me. You notice we didn't get any porn. We didn't get any porn messages. So some of you, I'm just making standard moderators where you can delete stuff and boot people. So all of you regulars are coming in from the ground floor, and I've made you guys some type of moderator on there. So I appreciate you guys so much. Remember, Scott, with great power comes great responsibility. Exactly. You don't want this life. Black Sabbath is on Tubi and it's the good version, but it's 60s Italian horror. So I don't know if that's people's bag. Hey, we got to have suggestions for the future. So maybe we will do that. Yeah. So what I was thinking about doing is, at least one of my tiers would get a once a month, Patreon only live stream. So if we grow, see you guys, if you guys joined on that tier, you guys would be in there all the time. Yeah, just to sweet. So yeah, I mean, I appreciate all you guys for showing up. You started all you guys that are here are the ground floor members of my channel. And so I'll trust you to boot people or to delete any of those porn comments that we get. So we didn't get any porn comments tonight, so that's good. Oh well. Anything else you guys want to chat about before we get out of here? Well, no, they have an algorithm, man. So I'm sure they'll pop up again soon. So sometimes it's the content as well, or I don't know. I don't know if any of the other people that I follow, if they do live streams tonight. So I'm not. I'm asking you guys to join in my live stream, and I'm not a huge like watching long live stream. So the Jeff Man shirt, yeah, that's going to have to be the Fauci that came in here. He's in one of my hard groups. He has some good content. He has a Patreon, and if you're a $20 member for consecutive months, then he gives you a shirt, because those shirts cost obviously probably about $20 or more to make. So I must have skated through. Yeah, you're some type of moderator on here, Maddie. We appreciate you coming in. You got to help us. If we get any of those pervs up in here and you don't want to see them, you can boot them now. So yeah, I got the horror pack that I posted tonight. So if you guys haven't watched that, check that video out, because it's got some good options in it this month. I'm obviously going to do I've got an unboxing of that wrestling box I was telling you about, where I got that autograph in there. So watch out for that this week. I'm posting that. I think I'm going to do that video I was telling you guys about, where it was the movie I found, the one where I wasn't released on Blu-ray yet, and talk about it. I don't want to tell you what it is. We'll talk about it later. You're a huge YouTuber to me. Oh, Doug, you're awesome, man. I appreciate you guys. I know I say that shit all the time. I don't have the time to spend the amount of hours that a lot of these YouTubers do. So I think for the time that I'm able to spend on it, it's way further along than I ever thought it would be. So anything you guys do to support me and watch me, I appreciate it. Yeah, did you see that? I was just being funny. I don't do that on all of them, but I did. If you guys haven't seen it on some of my like wrestling unboxings, I did where it used to be on the NWO when they were getting ready to do a promo. It would come on there and they would be like, "The following announcement is brought to you by the New World Order." So I did that on my little intro. I thought Cody would be the one that would like that. Did I ever meet any wrestlers that are now dead? Probably. I mean, it's been a while since I've been in these shows, so I'd have to go back and look and see who's passed away, but I haven't met any, most of the big stars that I've met are still alive. I'd have to think about it. I never met Owen Hart. I wished I had. I know Scott supports me on every video, so Scott is going to be my $100 a month tier supporter. Maybe the earliest night streamer ending. Yeah, like I said, you guys want to talk. That movie was kind of short, but it doesn't matter. I mean, I don't know about you guys. I have to work in the morning, so a few extra minutes sleep aren't going to kill me. But yeah, how about this? I really want to do some reviews of the movies that I watch and go see, but I don't get any views on those things, man. The movie hunts, the streams, and then when I just do a random topic, those tend to get me my my most views. I just stream on Facebook instead of YouTube. You stream on Facebook? What do you stream on Facebook? If I send you a friend request, are you going to answer it? Maddie, is that your name? Like on Facebook? How do I know which one's you? Why don't you send me a Facebook request, friend request? Hey, brother, just spot me the $100 every time. Yeah, if I had $100, I wouldn't be asking. My can opener stopped working, so I had to stab the can with a knife. You better watch that shit, dude. You gonna cut yourself open. Good night, Jeff, man. Appreciate it, Rick, man. I always appreciate you coming by and supporting my videos. I don't know. Like I said, there was a drop about 2 weeks ago that I recorded some stuff because one store had a sign in the window. Somebody told me there was a mid-February drop, but it was so random. I did just find 2 stores in the last week that had some movies. So watch out this week. There's going to be another Dollar Tree video posting. And would you believe I went into a Dollar Tree, and I'll go ahead and spoil it. They had some movies, but I only bought 2 movies. I pretty much do the same thing. What? Talk about movies? Really? That's cool. When do you do that? I'll drop by there and chat with you for a second. Let me know when you do it. That is pretty ding dang cool. Cody, did you support Peter Anthony and his Roseblood thing? I got my VHS tape of Roseblood in the mail this week. I need to like play it. I'm afraid to stick the damn thing in my VCR. I hope it doesn't chew it up. But I might do an unboxing of that and show everybody that compared to the Friday 13th Part 7 video. Yeah, you better watch out. Don't open no damn can with a knife, man. That thing will slip. You made it. See, that phone must hold a charge better than your old one. Everybody needs a manual can opener, old school style, or at least one of those ones that can poke the hole and then you can probably work it yourself. Yeah, hit me up on Facebook, like on my my Pop Culture Reporter channel. So I don't have to search for you. I'd like to check you out. What night do you do your Facebook? I don't know if I end up doing this one on Facebook tonight or not. If I could spell your damn name right. I've been the worst speller tonight. There's a lot of Maddie Duffies on Facebook. Hey, I see you. Yeah, your picture almost matches. You'll get a friend request from somebody named Jeff. That's from my real account. That's not my pop culture one, so I don't give people my last name online. I was talking to him about the other day, would like to snag the Blu-ray. Yeah, I should have dude, he supported me so much. I wanted to do some unboxings. I got the VHS that's already done, and then the Blu-ray and the DVD I got. So I wanted to compare them and show everybody how they look compared to the original. It's random. I was going to do live after this, but I don't know, man. I may just do it tomorrow. If you do it tomorrow, I'll pop on there and say hi. Got to go open the wallet to get one. Oh, well, sometimes you got to spend money on stuff other than Universal Monsters and Blu-rays, man. So yeah, so I got a couple new videos coming out this week. Like I said, I want to really show everybody. The reason I mentioned it is I don't like bad mouthing anybody because I want everybody to always, know that I'm open-minded about movies. But for some reason, and I don't want to go into details because I don't know them, but there's a feud going on between Peter Anthony that did the Friday the 13th Roseblood movie and the guys that did Never Hike Alone, the Womp Stomp films. And I even made a comment about one of Peter Anthony's, the Roseblood film on one of their posts, and then they ripped me for liking it and then ripped him apart. And I don't, like I said, I don't know the main reasons, but those guys are pretty much assholes to be doing that on social media, man. I mean, if you got a problem with it, like, deal with that stuff like grown men behind the scene. I can't wait until Tuesday movie drops. Cough, cough, 4Ks. Oh yeah, you gotta buy 4Ks too. But yeah, I guess I got to decide what I'm going to do about those Rocky movies. You know, it would be an easy pick if Scott would go ahead and get and sign up for that $100 Patreon. I could just go ahead and get that Rocky and wouldn't have to worry about it. But you know, do anybody know anywhere where you can get some like stickers printed cheap? Because I was thinking about getting, you know, some of those designs that we're talking about. If I do them, I would like to get some early, and then my Patreons maybe send out a sticker of their choice. So, but I want to get all that stuff designed and set up before I offer it. So, does anybody know anywhere you can get any? Like, I want it to be die cut. Like, if it's my hat logo, I don't want it to be just square or whatever. I want it to kind of be cut like the shape of it. What kind of live streams do you do? When you win the lotto, man, you got to like support me, like, and give me like all kinds of donations. For Mr. Old School said he's not doing the 4K route, Blu-rays and DVDs and more. Yeah, I was telling Doug that earlier. I'm not like a connoisseur of 4Ks where I dig into the technical details. If I read a review that says that the 4K is a really, especially like of a, what do you want to call it? If it's an upgrade from a catalog title, I really do wait now and read a review to whether the only one like on my recent movie hunt that I bought different was Magnificent Seven, but that's one of my favorite movies. So I went ahead and bought that. The indie community is ruthless. I know, but they do fan films too. What makes their shit any better than anybody else's? Do you shred the guitar? Do I shred the guitar? You talking about Maddie? Yeah, Maddie, do you shred the guitar? That must have been Cody that gave me that like. So you know, I didn't find but one or two Blu-rays, but I mean DVDs, but got me this cool extreme value $1.25 sign that somehow made it into my bag. That was in the past. I usually just put on a movie and chat with friends. What kind do you usually watch a horror movie? So Training Day also comes out in 4K. Has anybody heard whether the transfer of that's any good? More a rhythm player that's learning lead, no shredding. Got to pick the batteries. Usually go by married with physical media and films at home. Yeah, films at home. I usually watch him if he gets advanced copies. Maybe one day I'll get some advanced copies. I like Roseblood and Never Hike Alone. I like both of them. I mean, I don't know why they feuding. So here's what Best Buy's got coming out this week. Puss in Boots 4K. John Wick Stash Book Collection, steel books of 1, 2, and 3. That's $80. They're re-releasing the Scream, a 4K steel book. Devotion, the Rocky series, Dragonheart. I think that was last week. Marathon Man. The Royal Rumble DVD comes out. You know, I don't buy a lot of those DVDs, but I might get the Rumble DVD just to support them. Resident Alien Season 2. Hunt. Hollywood Shuffle. I'm skipping some movies that I don't know what the hell they are. The Rocky Steelbook. That Detective Night Independence I was talking about. The Human Monster. I Want to Dance with Somebody. A Frank Grillo movie called Little Dixie. What the hell is that? Pretty Little Liars, Original Sin, Season 1. Dog Geniuses. Have you guys watched, I don't know what made me think of this. Have you guys watched, what the fuck? I can't think of even what the hell I'm talking about. I can't think of the name of the movie I just watched. Infinity Pool. Shit. Have you guys watched Infinity Pool? Do you remember the movie Rad? I did that kind of stuff in the 80s. Yeah, I remember that movie Rad. I don't think do I own that? I think I own that steelbook. Some pretty filmmaker jealousy rivalry. Yep. King Kong ain't got nothing on me. Yeah, I know. I love Training Day. That's one of my favorite movies. Victim No More is also good. Hey, I like Denzel Washington. I like Training Day. We talked about it before. Fallen is a very unrated movie. You guys need to watch that. Is Fallen available on Blu-ray? I heard you need a certain amount of subscribers. Yeah, well, see, I don't even really want like brand new releases. I'd like to get some of that Mill Creek stuff, like some of the catalog titles. Infinity Pool was my next watch, that and Cocaine Bear. All right, well, I went to see Cocaine Bear. Definitely recommended for a fun time. Infinity Pool was a hard kind of watch. It's one of these movies like this. Like it's got some really high spots, and it's got some weird shit in it. It's almost like, you know, his father, David Cronenberg, this is his son, makes it. It's almost like, you know, he's smoking whatever David Lynch smokes. So it'll have some scenes in it that are just like bonkers crazy. And then it'll have some boring shit for like 10 or 15 minutes. And then it'll go back bonkers again. It's too much of a roller coaster ride. It's a good movie. I really recommend you watch it. It's got some good, very good acting by Mia Goth and Skarsgård in it. But I don't know that that I would have a lot of repeat viewings of it. Yeah, so I did. I watched Infinity Pool today. How much for one reel of young Chris Rock? Remember those cute Coca-Cola bears? What if those were old school Cokes? Cody Leach seems to get the Mill Creek stuff. Yeah, I know. I already contacted Mill Creek, and they told me that could be on the list, but as of right now, they weren't adding any new reviewers. Yeah, both them and Echo Bridge rolls out some good stuff. Echo Bridge is one of our Dollar Tree. You know, as much Dollar Tree shit as I talk about, I should contact them and tell them to sponsor the channel. That'd be kind of cool. All right, so like I said, I'm gonna do this poll when we get off of here, and then you guys can choose. But now we know which two, and then maybe I should do that every week, where I'll just put a poll out there. I'll definitely put movies that I kind of want to see. But either way, I really appreciate all the support you guys been giving me lately. I appreciate everybody that showed up tonight and watched Re-Animator with us. So if you guys don't have any questions, I think I'm gonna close this out here pretty quick. My information is in the description. If you want to support me now or in the future, you can do super chats or that super thanks now. And then you also got my Cash App and stuff on there. Anybody that watches this later, that I actually do get a decent amount of watchers on some of this stuff now. You guys can support me, but as always, the easiest way to support the channel is to like every video that you watch, comment down below. Once the videos go live, it gets the algorithm going, and then subscribe, and then hit the notification bell. And I've been kind of stalling to see if maybe we would hit 2,000 subscribers while I was on here, but I don't think it's going to happen. Nope. So, oh well. So I appreciate all you guys stopping by. Let me make sure I didn't miss any comments before we go. They'll give you $1 tip. Have a nice night. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, love everybody. Appreciate you, Scott. Thanks for coming back. Had a great time as always. Take care, Mr. Old School. Appreciate you. Have a good night. Appreciate you, Cody, and I appreciate you coming back, Maddie. And like I said, I saw you accepting my friend request. So thanks. Next time I see you live on there, I'll try to head over there. So I'm gonna go ahead and close out the banner. So next week we'll either watch Bride of the Re-Animator or From Beyond. Check out my community tab on YouTube, and you can vote to see what movie, and I'll check back on probably about Wednesday and see where it's at so I can make the link. So other than that, I really appreciate everybody stopping by and supporting the channel. We're on the road to 2,000 subscribers. I couldn't do it without great people like you watching. And as I always say, until next time, boys and girls, this is JEFFMAN316, your pop culture reporter, signing out saying, you guys be safe out there.
Mr. Mayor, Chief, ladies and gentlemen,